Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Stats and Sidelines, the podcast that encompasses all things football on the field, off the field, with some former NFL legends and greats. We're here at Dave & Buster's Tempe Marketplace, as we are every Sunday. Real quick, we want to give a quick shout out and thanks to Trent, the GM, Miss Vicky, Rob for making this possible. City Buzz for making it happen behind the scenes for us, executive producers, social media team, Stats and Sidelines on Instagram, statsandssidelines.com. Today, my co-host in the building, former Arizona Cardinal, Mr. Michael Bankston.
What's up?
Former Arizona Cardinal, Mr. Jerome Buddha Daniels.
Yes, sir.
All the way on the end to the left, former Arizona Cardinal, Mr. Frank Sanders in the building. Gentlemen, appreciate you being here. It's playoff time. Day 2 of the playoffs. We had some great games on yesterday, but before we get into that, since we got this game on right here today, let's start with our early quick picks for this game right here. We got Jacksonville, Buffalo, 7-3 right now. Second quarter just started. Banks, who you got, man, before we get out of hand either way? Jacksonville, Buffalo.
I mean, I know the game is 7-3, but I'm going with Jacksonville. I think they have a better overall team. I got one of the things you wrote down is just Josh having won a playoff game on the road, so it might be tough for Josh Allen and Buffalo Bills.
Buddha, what you think?
I know I've been Jacksonville all year.
Yes.
But today I'm saying the Bills.
What?
Let me tell you why. I know
What?
This is crazy.
You picked Jacksonville
Let me tell you,
the
I
season.
picked Jacksonville at the beginning of the season. Yeah, and I believe in the team. But what I'm saying is this: the Bills have a team this year. You know, Allen at 69% of his. My phone is not working here. Allen at 69% completion for the year, 3,668 yards. I mean, I think this is going to be the game. The Bills are a second half team. You're going to see the third and fourth quarter is going to be a lot different than what we're seeing right now, and so I got the Bills.
Mr. Sanders.
I'm 100% surprised at this cowardice pick by Buddha. 100%. Totally surprised by that.
Completely surprised. Because remember, he was on the Jags all year.
Look, he showed me his parlay, so I don't know how he went against his parlay, but that's a double-minded man in all his ways right there. The truth of it is that I'm definitely going with the Bills. I think, when you look at just Josh Allen in himself, I know what the record speaks about, but this is a good opportunity for him this year. He has been half man and half amazing the entire season, carrying the Buffalo Bills on his back, walking away with W's. Maybe not in the first half, but definitely in the second half. I'm taking the Bills.
I got the Jags. Buddha convinced me, but now I'm worried because he changed his mind. I mean, I didn't believe in the Jags.
I didn't
I didn't believe in the Jags this year.
You asked about this game.
But I mean, we're going to ride with them.
I'm
I'm like, hey.
The conversation we had before the season started was that Jacksonville's going to have a better year this year and they're going to get to the playoffs. You said Jacksonville playoffs?
Yes.
Is that what you said to me?
That's exactly what I said.
Jacksonville playoffs? I said, yeah, Jacksonville is going to the playoffs this year. And that's with a stacked team. Now, if this team has some of the players that they've lost, then it's been a different story. But I think right now the Bills are poised to be a better team going forward. That's all. And I'm going with the Bills on this one. It's going to be close, but I'm going with the Bills.
Now, Josh Allen has not won a road playoff game ever.
And today will be the day.
Jacksonville's defense, the one that you talked about all year, only allows 85.6 rushing yards, which is first in the NFL.
The Bills have a 1,600-yard rusher. Okay, 1,621 to be exact.
So we got the best running back in the league going against the best rush defense in the league. Hello. And you think the running back will win that?
And defense won championships.
So now, okay, I understand that, Mr. Defense. But what I'm telling you is this: the offensive line of the Bills against this Jacksonville defensive line, I believe that the offensive line of the Bills has a little bit more to give. So because of that, I believe that they're going to edge out. It's going to be a running game in the second half. It's going to change some things, and they're going to win by about 4 points.
Mr. Bankston, defensive lineman, can you please tell my brother right here, Mr. Daniels, why Jacksonville's defense will be the one to turn the tide of this game and help Jacksonville win this game?
I said all the time, defense winning championships. Yes, Cook is a great running back. I think he was the leading rusher for the year. But I think with that defense, mile and 85-yard rushing first in the league, that rushing defense shut them down and rushed the passer. And they got a young defense over there. They got a lot of young, hungry guys on the Jacksonville defensive side of the ball. And as you can see, Trevor Lawrence in the offense is moving the ball. So I think the favorite and the tides are going towards Jacksonville at the end of the day. I know Johnson's a better second half quarterback. I agree with you on that and make some adjustments. I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but I think it's been a close game. And again, I'm giving it to Jacksonville.
I mean, you know he's going to throw a couple of picks too. He's moving the ball right now, but he's going to throw at least two picks.
He's got one already.
Yeah, he's going to throw a couple of picks.
He's got one that I don't know what he was looking at when he threw it.
Well, you know,
he got one.
Trevor known to give you a gift, man.
He got one gift already. He gave one away. It ain't even Christmas.
You know, from a selfish mindset of a defensive player, but I understand Mike's selfishness to continually stress that defense win championships when teams win championships. Teams. Just because you played on a lot of teams that didn't have excellent offense doesn't mean that you was the reason why you won championship. But here's my point.
We know the team wins. Everybody wins, especially they get the ring. But I'm just saying defense win championship. Just at the end of the day.
That just means that, so when Peyton Manning was putting up 35 and his team was giving up 37, the defense was giving up 37.
Defense, we need to talk.
He wanted that Denver.
When the Cardinals offense was rolling, they was getting 28 points and the defense was giving up 35.
Defense, we need to talk.
Okay, so
in championship.
And let's just focus real quick. Look, the Jacksonville Jaguars right now dominating across the board. They got over 120 yards of total offense when the Bills only have 53 total yards offense. That's total yards offense in this game thus far. It's not a high-scoring game. I definitely took the over. The over in this game is 51.5. Did you take the over or the under? I took the over.
Thank you.
It's at 3-7. So I still got the Bills. I can't put it past my man. I'm hoping that this Bills offense figures something out. But right now it's a really good game.
It was big just now. I mean, Jags in the red zone once again. And 4th and 2. Mm-hmm. They're inside the red zone. Let me say that again. And for those that don't know, that means they're inside the 20-yard line. 4th and 2, they went for it. Okay. Did not get it. They left points on the board.
Yes.
This has been the theme to me since the playoffs yesterday. These coaches are leaving points on the board.
I don't
inside. I don't understand why they leaving points on the board, fellas. Y'all played. Help me out a little bit with this. I don't understand.
These coaches do or die in some cases because if you don't win, you're gonna go home. So they just putting out all the stops. And I know and leaving points on the board when especially in a critical situation, every point gonna count. As come fourth quarter, you will be wishing and hoping you had that 3 points.
You saw it in the Bears game yesterday.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean,
you saw it in the Rams game.
Oh yeah,
the Rams. Listen, the Rams was up 17-7 with the ball inside the red zone with a minute left, and they decided to go for it on 4th and 3, and they didn't get it. They put no points on, and it came back to bite them. Right? They won at the end, but that came back to bite them. I don't understand. Right here, Jacksonville could have kicked the field goal and been up 7. I mean, come on. I don't understand it. Frank, please tell me.
I don't have it. Dog, I think that is between Vegas and somebody making phone calls. But it makes sense not to take the points because you know that the points will matter at the end. Here's a momentum change mindset. Once you don't take the points, the defense realize now it's okay to say you got to go 80 yards or 97 yards. But the reality is that the kickoff and still potentially being at the 20-yard lines is much better. And we know we got 3 points we can kind of play with. And now right now you take those points away, you make the defense realize that if they go out and score, now they're up and we could have been tied 10-10 instead of down by 3. And I think that's just the mental side of it. I don't think the coaches taking that as a factor. I really don't think they take that as a factor, regardless of how you think that, if it worked works if it don't, it don't. That's not what you should play with.
Right.
You should play with anytime you get a chance to get points, get those points.
And then,
especially early in the game, though. That's what gets me. They're doing it early in the game. Like you try to go for the dagger so early in the game when it's unnecessary.
You got a lot of game left to play.
Yeah, a lot of game left. So I don't get why coaches are making that decision.
And then if your defense do give up 6, they're gonna be looking at the defense sideways because you gave up a touchdown. But I'm like, take the points. Just take the points. You up 7. Take the points. I don't understand it, man. It makes absolutely no sense.
I would take the points.
Now you see the Bills right now on a drive. You know what I mean? Right. And that's momentum, and momentum kills.
And Devin Cook came up a little limping.
Yeah, Cook was limping a little bit.
He's limping a little bit.
Man, that's crazy.
One shot, keep it moving.
Well, fellas, we're gonna move on real quick to the games yesterday. And we had 2 heck of a ball games yesterday.
Great games.
If I would say anybody won so far in the playoffs, I think it's the NFL. I think the parity this year is, to me, the most unpredictable. Games could go either way. Any team could win it. All the way down to the Super Bowl this year for the first time in a long time. And yesterday was indicative of that, I believe. Starting off with the Packers and the Bears. The Bears. It was a great game yesterday, man. The Bears. The Bears.
There we go. There we go.
Why you clap? You got a Colts hat on. Now, I asked you earlier who was your team and the coach. You say Chicago.
She said she was born in Chicago.
You born in Chicago.
She can love 2 teams.
Hold on.
So you love 2 teams.
Man.
Oh,
man.
That means she has a Bears hat
But man,
at home.
this guy has flip-flopped all year at this
don't
table.
listen.
He's from Louisiana. He like the Ravens. Tomorrow he'll be on somebody else's team.
Right.
Today
He's a Rams fan.
You can love who you love. That's okay. Like you born in Louisiana, so you're a Saints.
Clubs.
But you're a Saints.
No,
but you're born in
don't think
Louisiana.
the same.
But you're born in Louisiana.
No. That's completely different.
She's 100% right. Go Cubs. Got drafted by him.
No, I think Danny's dad was in the army, right? You moved around a lot.
There you go with that nonsense.
Probably Air Force.
Y'all just mad because I always pick winners. That's all. I always pick them.
He's been on every base on the planet.
You wait till it's 14-3.
Hey, I got a lot of love. You know what I mean? Got a lot of love to give, a lot of teams. Last night, though, man, Jordan Love went 24 for 46, threw for 323 with 4 tubs. No picks.
Wow.
He balled.
Balled out. Yeah.
Caleb Williams, 24 for 48, 361, 2 tubs, 2 picks. He balled. Probably had to throw it a year to at least candidate for one of the throws of the year that I saw
take those
last night.
stats and give it to them all in the second half. Think about that.
Yes, because the first half they
It was all second half stats.
But that also leads me to say Green Bay left the door open again by not taking points in the first half.
And this is the thing. So the play calls were good in the first half for the Bears. What I saw was receivers not finishing, receivers not getting to the area that the balls were being thrown to. That's the reason why there was less completions in the first half. Because I think if the Bears were connecting, like the play calls were right, if the receivers were finishing their routes and they were catching those balls, it would have been a crazy first half and a crazy second half. They would have blown them boys out. But they had to get it together in the second half. It was methodical. That's what it looked like. It was just methodical. They stayed consistent the whole second half, just like they've been doing the last. I mean, he had 6 comebacks.
Oh wow,
that's 6 comebacks.
Yeah.
Now that makes 7
comebacks
this year. I mean, think about that, man. That's just I think all quarterbacks should paint their nails.
No, absolutely not. That's just what you said.
I think all quarterbacks should paint their nails.
Absolutely not.
I think that's the next thing.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Maybe that has something to do with how the ball is being thrown.
Very good point, right there.
You know what I mean? Because he's got the touch. You know what I mean? Is that what the touch is?
All quarterbacks should get Ben Johnson as their coach. How about that?
That's
Frank, what you think, man, about yesterday's game?
Look, the stats are what they are. The grit was more important to me. The grind of it, to watch the Bears fan base, man, really get into it in the second half. watch them begin to kind of control the environment. Again, these are two rivalry teams, and it's Alabama versus Auburn in some mannerisms in that regards. And the Bears haven't won a playoff in over 18 years, and I think that in itself is what's on the table. They had a chance to lose it, but more importantly, they went out and took it.
Right.
And I think that's what's more impressive when you look at the game. And I also want to make this notation. The way Caleb Williams, man, walked off the field in calm and not such pandemonium of excitement was like, we did what we came to do. We walked away with the win, but there's still some things we got to capitalize on. I saw the maturity in that moment, man, but I thought that the Bears went out and took it, and it happened to be just a great game. I did note this, though. I do think the Packers could have won. They just dropped balls at the end, and I think that part is just as a receiver, I'm disappointed in that because they had a chance to win the ball game, but they had 2 to 3 crucial opportunities to make catches, and they didn't. And I think they let their quarterback down, and that to me is the sad part about the ball game.
Yeah, it was just a flip, though. It was a total flip. It was, they had it the first half, the Bears had it the second half, but the Bears went a little bit further. That's all.
It was. And before I let you go, Mike, I want to say this too. I still say Green Bay left the door open because they left points on the board in the first half.
And they left time on the clock.
They definitely left time on the clock. But the Bears did what they were supposed to. I mean, somebody leave the door open, okay, here we come. And once they got rolling, they got rolling. Right? It really wasn't no stopping it. And, that's touchdown.
Oh, that's a touchdown.
That's touchdown.
That's his leg. Watch his leg.
Oh!
Almost.
Okay,
Almost.
okay,
He's fine.
okay,
He's fine.
okay. If Josh Allen just scored a
But
touchdown.
I don't know if you saw he was pulling on that finger, though. A couple plays
Hit
before
his
that.
hit the
helmet, yeah.
The lineman helmet.
Mike, tell me what you think, man. What you thought about the game yesterday? That Bears game?
Well, I enjoyed it because it was a great game. Both of those games were great games, but I mean, hats off to the Bears. And Frank, I'm the receiver, and I know you love this, but what was those cornerbacks doing a lot of time? Because that cornerback, a lot of them trying to make the big play, just like we just saw on Jacksonville. The guy went up, and nobody was really bringing him up because the guy was covered, and he let the guy get behind him, and you see he made a long pass. Same thing yesterday with the last play to Moore. Williams. Like what?
Now, what happens is
For the pump fake, I saw the pump fake, and I get it. But what was he thinking, though? When the guy is wide open, we've seen a lot of that. We've seen it in college.
I know what they're thinking. Trying to be a hero.
And that's what I'm thinking.
Trying to be a hero
instead
of taking care of your responsibility.
And not
Listen,
doing his responsibility.
But if he catches that hook route in front of you, great. Go up, make the tackle, down right there. Let's try to do it now against the clock when it's running. Instead of biting on that,
that's true.
to try to be a hero.
That's great
Discipline.
That's great coaching by when you set them up for something like that, because you make them think that that's what you're going to run.
Right.
Like
they ran that play.
They ran that play several
ways.
times at different ways, and so now you're thinking, okay, well, it's second and whatever. I got to come up and make a play, and that's just good. That's good play calling at the right moment.
I agree with you 100%. But let me take the other side of this. I'm going to play devil's advocate for a second.
Right.
If I'm on the defensive side of the ball, down, distance, and the time on the clock, they got to score. Everything in front of me. If you want to catch a 7 or 8 yard hook route, by all means,
hold on, Dan.
catch a 7 or 8 yard hook route. I would come up and make the tackle. I don't jump that route and try that plays out.
Hey, Franco, you gotta understand, they only need 3 points to tie the game. So the guy was probably thinking that all they're gonna go is dink routes down the field.
I already know what he's thinking.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that he's setting up. Oh, I saw this before.
Yeah,
I've seen this. I'm about to make the play of the year. I'm about to make the play of the game.
This is what happens when you have good coaches.
Yes.
And guess what? Caleb gave him the shoulder and hit him right in the seam. That's not the
He did the
first.
pump thing.
That's the first time.
And it held that safety deep.
The safety.
And
There you go. But that's
Wide open.
that's like a boot action. That's like running a stretch, running play, and then tucking it back and turning around, having your tight end to the flats, having a waggle route and over route, because they're aggressive on the play. Like that's, again, kudos. There's sometimes it's just great play, man. Great play call, beat great defenses, and no matter who it is. And so it's just for that moment. doesn't take away from the situational awareness. It just says, when I show you something, you have to believe it. And if I do it the right way, schematically, you're going to believe that I'm about to throw this little quick screenplay. And you just
those guys in the box, that's when this matters.
Because guys upstairs.
Those guys up in that box, they have said, okay, this is what happened. When they get into this formation, this is what they're doing. They get into this formation, this is what they're doing. And then they call that play 2 or 3 times in different ways, and then all of a sudden, touchdown.
That's football. Like
that is it.
That's a tug of war.
That's it.
That's the beauty of the chess matchup. A DC and the OC having the opportunity to read the defense on coverage and saying, hey, you know, if I blitz the quarterback to the right, he immediately runs to the left. He can't throw across his body, so we're going to blitz to his left. Or we're going to fake it. Like, that's just what it is, man. And so I think there's
a question then.
That's good.
The tug of war aspect of it, and you see things that are not totally working. And I'm going to say this, because Carolina kept trying to bring the corners on the blitz, and none of the corners got there.
Keep that same thought, Miss Vicky. David Buster just brought out some amazing food.
Here we go.
We got hamburgers, cheeseburger sliders.
We want to come see what a platter looks like.
Hot dogs. Miss Vicky, you want to talk a little bit?
Come see what these ribs look like.
What is this called?
This platter is the game day rub. We normally just use it for parties. Very delicious. Extra onions, pickles, and
There we go.
And what is mine over here? Talk about these ribs.
It's called the Bears.
Most people don't think you can come to Dave & Buster's and eat ribs, but when you look at this platter right here, you got to make a decision. So what do you guys do particularly to your ribs that make it special?
It's made with love. That's why it's made with love.
Love ribs.
Yeah.
Hey, Franco, I just had the ribs last night.
Just perfect.
They were delicious.
Delicious.
And
You heard it.
and nutritious too.
Almost to a
Another gift.
Listen, he's going to give another one, I know.
We have been here all year. Dave & Buster's has shown the love. The food is amazing, man. Come out, eat great food, great drinks, play games, have a great time.
And that's without anyone touching it.
Yeah, and this is probably the best place to watch the games. But Mike, go ahead, back to your thought, man, on the game. Wrap it
No,
up.
I mean, the tug of war, we just saw Frank and Jerome saying the same thing, you as well, OD, but I was just saying, like, if things are not working, and I kept saying, why you keep running this corner blitz? And your corners are not getting it. And they're not even getting close, and they're getting blocked and getting stale on the line. I said, you might as well just keep them in coverage.
I agree with that.
It's not pressure.
No, it's not pressure.
All he's going to do is read hot and throw it.
Doing it. I was like, man, stop. I always call him and say, stop sending your corners.
So this is what I've learned as a receiver, man. There's a moment when a defensive coordinator or defense gets into a certain situation and they get stuck. Like when we get on a 2-minute offense, y'all gonna play zone. You're either gonna play three zone or cover 4.
Yeah, we don't want anybody to get deep.
Because you don't want anybody to get deep, right? And so now we're eating up the clock by throwing dink and dunks, 12-yard, 10-yard, 5-yard, 6-yard. Or if I catch a 6-yard route and I dip to 20, now we got something going, and we're rolling with the clock.
Right.
And you get stuck. Now every defensive coordinator, mentally and emotionally, is waiting for that red zone, that really tight window where now we can kind of hunker down and they don't have a whole bunch of windows to throw to. So they'll let me drive all the way down the field until we get to that red zone. As we've seen in many situations today where they've gotten down the field but got that red zone and couldn't pull it out. That's how defensive thinks. And so you just kind of get stuck in that mode where you're either going to play zone, then you transition to man, or you play man, transitioning in the zone, which still opening up windows. That in itself, man, becomes, if you get lucky and you get pressure on the quarterback, then your defensive backs can kind of play around. But if you don't, you're going to get exposed, and that's what happened last night.
Yeah, but if they keep getting us first down, that's what's critical, even in the aspect, even with the timing on the clock, and you keep getting first downs, you're going to give yourself opportunity.
And your defense get tired.
You can't one score game. If you need 8, or if you need 8, 7, or you need a field goal, you're going to still, like you said, play within that window and keep going down. I think with the Bears situation, like I said, he was peaking. He wanted to be a hero, and he was nowhere to be found. I'm sure the coach is telling him, you're going to be traded, or
you gone.
You're gone.
Clean out your locker.
You're gone. Because he probably said we don't need another hero.
But here's the funny thing. The outside corner took the bait. The inside corner did the same thing.
Right.
And the safety stayed where he was at. That's the part about it, man, where when we talk about it, Jerome said it best. when they don't get a bunch of credit, but the coaches that are sitting in that box, the offense coordinator, sometimes running backs coach, or the other guys in personnel that's up there paying attention to, what we've done one way. We've run out of the red formation. We've run twins right to the left. They do this. When we run twins right to the right, they do that. When we go in motion, they do that. The Bears did a wonderful job last night of motioning their tight ends back and forth to try to get themselves an advantage. And they did a wonderful job of that. And so even in that moment, there was a motion out to that position, and it just gave them, that's great coaching, man. Kudos to, that play. And receiver making the catch, because he could have dropped it easily like he did earlier. But that's what it's about. That's play calling, man, and it comes down to that.
No doubt. Second game yesterday. Well, it was the first game yesterday.
Rams and the Panthers.
The Rams and the Panthers. I listened to a lot of people, man, and a lot of people had the Rams, my Rams, by the way.
Oh my God!
Running over the
Oh
Panthers.
my goodness!
I don't want to hear this. My stuff.
Rams.
How many teams can be yours?
Did y'all not see my text message yesterday?
He has 32 choices.
Yeah.
31, not the Cowboys. Cowboys is not one. Cowboys fan.
Oh, we got one in the house.
There's always one around, huh? There's always one somewhere.
And he's waiting for the draft.
They always wait for the draft.
And next year is your year. Next year is your year, okay? And then after the first game,
It'll be the next year.
After that, and then the next year after.
Yeah. Rams and Panthers turned out to be one heck of a ball game.
Yeah.
Real quick, couple of stats for you. Bryce Young, 21 of 40, 264 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. He played a heck of a game, I thought. For his first playoff game, I thought he
did a good job managing the game.
Listen, he's tough. He did everything. You're right, managing the game. He did everything, almost everything right yesterday. Matthew Stafford, 24 for 42, 304, touchdowns and 1 pick. Matthew Stafford do what Matthew Stafford do. But the Carolina Panthers made this a game.
Yeah, they did.
After the Rams broke out to a 14-0 lead, and I said, this one over. Carolina said, hold on.
No.
Here we come.
Right.
And it turned into a heck of a game. Buddha, speak on it a little bit.
Hey, let me tell you something. I know we're going to talk about Stafford, but he's got a receiver. Okay? You know what I'm saying?
That Puka Nakua.
That Puka is something special.
A monster.
And when you talk about stealing in the draft, he's a steal in the draft. I mean, look, Puka had 111 yards. He had 11.1 yard average, 1 touchdown. I mean, come on. I mean, ridiculous, right?
Went on the catch of the year.
Yes. I mean, he was a steal in the draft for them. And that's when you could build teams off of stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, what I saw yesterday was amazing. I loved seeing both of these teams. Carolina being under what? Aren't they under 500? Didn't they go into the...
They were 8 and 9.
8 and 9?
Yeah.
Last year,
And that just tells you, when you look at these records, man, you can't always go by records. Because it has to go by who you've been playing, how you've been playing them, how these teams match up. I think the NFL as a whole has matched up pretty tough this year.
Yes.
So when it gets to the playoffs, it doesn't matter what your record was. It matters what your record is.
Yeah.
And you are 0-0 when you start.
We just got to get there.
Right. So it's a beautiful thing to see. I love the way this league is coming together. I'm going to be really happy with whoever makes it to the Super Bowl this year because it was a tough year for everybody. So I love this game. I love to see Kansas City out of there. I like to see all these new teams in the mix. This is nice. Good football.
Frank, what you think, man? Yesterday game, Rams Panthers.
I was 100% impressed with the Carolina Panthers, how they came to play. They put up a hard fought. It was a hard fought game. Came down to the very last minutes, and again, a team on the run. We talked about the 2-minute offense and what happens. Carolina kind of got into a more kind of defense and trying to bend, don't break. But Matthew Stafford made a great throw in the right spot, and the tight end made a great play to finish off the play. So great game, good hard fought game. You're absolutely right. The Rams are 13-5 this season versus the 8-9 Carolina Panthers at home.
Right.
And the reality is that the Rams ended up coming away with the win at the end.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Matchups
That's just
matter.
in the matchups.
I mean, matchups are matchups.
It was a great game.
Hey, I mean, the Rams are the better team when you think about it overall. I mean, it's good for the Carolina Panthers to be able to play home. And we all indicated Bryce Young managed the game well. Matthew Stafford did his thing as Matthew Stafford, and Puka was just phenomenal. And Devontae Adams showed up too at the end, and it made a difference. But Carolina Panthers, Chizo, he was sitting up there snoring. I said, don't sleep on him. I said, don't sleep on him because that McMillan kid is pretty good out of U of A. Bryce Young, he don't seems to get in a funk. He seems to be maturing, and now he's understanding how to win ball games and make a difference in the game and using his feet a little more, because I think he needs to use his feet. Not no Kyler Murray with the little pitty paddly, but I think he uses
full strides.
Yeah, full size strides when he needs to.
Listen to what you guys said about Puka Nacua. Let me tell you how good Puka Nacua is. Do you guys remember Cooper Kupp?
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp won the Triple Crown in 2021. Remember that? Triple Crown in reception.
Yeah,
Leading
receiving
in reception, receiving yards, and touchdown. He had an amazing year.
Kupp,
Was balling. And then
Puka Nacua showed up.
he showed up and they said, hey Cooper,
Seattle, you go.
it was nice knowing you. We appreciate you.
Well, he ain't mad. He ain't mad he went to Seattle, though.
No, he's not mad.
But he was the
But you ain't heard his name this year either.
He was the man down there in the Rams. He won a Triple Crown. That is hard to do. And they told him, you can go because he here.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Cooper's a bad boy, man. And
That has a lot to do with value
Man,
at
listen,
that point, though. You think about that. That has a lot to do with value because he was
Yeah,
still,
like
being Cooper
23
Kupp, he was still valuable, so he was able to get something for him.
Absolutely.
That was smart on there. That was smart on there because we got someone to replace you that's younger and cheaper.
absolutely.
You know.
And probably better at the end of the day. 'Cause
Yeah, at the end of the
he's
day.
a flat out monster. Flat out monster. Fellas, my man right there standing up, he's a Seattle fan. So congrats
Yeah,
to him, getting the
congrats.
top seed. Seattle just sit back at home.
Who would have known, right? You didn't think that at the beginning of the season. You did not believe it.
Never doubt. No
You
doubt.
had no doubt.
doubt.
No doubts. Okay.
With Sam Darnold, your quarterback, no
I sure
doubt.
did. I sure had a doubt.
I still got a doubt because I don't trust Sam Darnold. I don't trust him.
We hope for the best.
So we're going to see what happens.
Yeah.
We hope for the best.
I'm just glad a team is out there representing the NFC West. You know.
Well, we got two because the Rams.
What I'm saying, I'm just glad the NFC
my
West
Rams,
is-
my Rams are
Not
still
your
there.
Rams.
The
I'm
49ers.
just glad
are
that the
there.
NFC
And
West
don't
is
forget
being
about my Rams.
represented well as a top conference.
I thought he was a Ravens fan.
You said Ravens? Rams. Look at the text message, man. I told y'all that. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead on and take
Stop lying to
a
yourself.
quick break. Appreciate it.
That was
once again.
Chad DBT.
Stats, that's what it was. Stats and Sidelines here, David Buster's Tippy Marketplace. We're here every Sunday. It's playoff time. We got a great game going on. 10-7 right now. Buffalo is up on the Jags. We're going to get some of this good food that Miss Vicky and Tippy Marketplace has got out for us. Shout out to Rob over there in the building. We'll be back in a hot minute. Stats and Sidelines. We out.
Stats and Sidelines starts now. The Rewind Show. Sports, news, and more. Stats and Sidelines starts now. Brought to you by David Buster's Tempe Marketplace.